first memorable moment of 2018, as chosen by you, is from the current campaign and occurred back in mid-September. A visit to early pace setters Peterborough, top at the time, was heralded as Pompey's first proper test of the season after a strong start. Many pundits were predicting a home win ahead of the clash at London Road. However, they didn't bank on the Blues unpicking the Posh in fine fashion to leapfrog them at the Sky Bet League One summit.
Curtis with 2 to beat, wants to go past Ward, leaves him on his backside from the far post, decent cross, Hawkins headed down and into the net! And Ollie Hawkins has his first of the season! Ollie makes a challenge, but Hawkins has it in the area. Hawkins goes round Daniels, can he stand it up? Hawkins to the far post, Curtis is headed down, low, it's in! Pompey have got a second! Jamal Lowe!
By the time Matt Godden netted a consolation in added time, the game was done and dusted. As the travelling fans reminded us all just where Pompey were as a result of the victory. Pompey's 4-1 win over Oxford is up next on our list, although you wouldn't have expected it to have been memorable for the right reasons at half-time on August 18th. Gareth Evans missed a penalty after 24 minutes, and the sides headed into the break goalless. But a scintillating second-half surge saw Kenny Jackett's side net a quartet of goals to run out 4-1 winners and preserve their 100% start to the league campaign.
Deep to the far post, Clark back across, goal, headed by Hawkins, helped on it in! Jamal Lowe! Can Pompey find a fourth? Lowe, edge of the area, shoots, what a goal! What a strike with Jamal Lowe! He made it look easy!
Our clashes with Plymouth have been far from boring in recent seasons, and the fixture on September the 1st was certainly no exception. Roland Curtis continued his fine start to the season, netting his 4th and 5th goals in his first 6 games for the club. And it was this rich vein of form that earned the forward a maiden call-up to the senior Ireland squad just 8 days later. Pompey realistically needed to beat Oxford to keep alive any hopes of getting into the Sky Bet League One playoffs late last season, and the game broadcast live on Sky Sports.
5 in the box, 2 on the edge, 2 further back. Here comes the corner, straight into the 6-yard area. There's a header, and it comes in! It's a goal!
Cal Naismith gave the hosts an early lead, but when Alex Mowatt stepped up to take a penalty just after the hour mark, things got really interesting.
And it's hit the post, and it's out! Hit the right-hand post, and it's out! And what's the referee doing here? There's all sorts of pushing and shoving in the box.
He's going to have to go because he did slap Nathan in the face.
Red card! Oxford United down to 10
So what was said and why? We'll let the pantomime villain of the piece tell his side of the story.
If I can plant the seed of doubt in their penalty taker's mind, I'm constantly looking to do that, and I've done that throughout the season. And then what you saw afterwards, that was passion. I make no apology for that. You saw maybe a little bit of experience from him in the sense that he reacted in the way he did.
Did you plant the seed of doubt before he took it as well?
I just sort of told him that it was a big chance for him. It could be the only chance they got, and I thought he was going to miss, and he didn't take too kindly to that. And you saw obviously once I celebrated that he's reacted the way it is, and say a lot of people have got their say on it, but from my point of view I was just trying to affect that situation as much as I can from the edge of the area.
The upshot of it all, the Blues put another 2 goals past the visitors to claim a 3-0 win, with Thompson instantly elevated to cult hero status amongst the Fratton faithful. A fine end to 2017 preceded a torrid start to the new year for Pompey, without a win from any of their opening 6 games of 2018. Despite this slump in form, 6,257 Blues fans made a trip to Milton Keynes in mid-February, hoping to inspire their side to recapture that winning feeling. Typical Pompey, they said, when Ike Ugbo put a struggling MK Don side into the lead after 21 minutes.
And it's Ugbo who gives the home side the lead.
But when Brett's been one-on-one, they've stood up.
Ball into the box. There's Clark! Equaliser! Pompey back on level terms! Balls once again in the Milton Keynes Dons penalty area. Here's Oliver Hawkins forward. Will it break to Connor Chaplin? Can he win it? It's a goal! Connor Chaplin right at the deck!
Matt Clark's equaliser and Connor Chaplin's stoppage time winner completed a dramatic turnaround to provide the Blues with the first win of 2018 at Stadium MK, capping a vintage away day. And now we turn our attentions from the first win of 2018 to the last of the year at Fratton Park. Pompey's 3-1 win over Sunderland just before Christmas is next up on our list, two promotion rivals going toe-to-toe in front of a packed-out Fratton Park. And once we got underway, the game certainly lived up to the billing.
We must be fouled! It's a penalty! Penalty to Portsmouth! Hawkins on his backside, he doesn't have to send Lubens off, but he does! Big moment for Evans as a balloon wafts across the area. Evans smashes it and scores! High into the roof of the net. Low, the only target at the moment. Curtis from a tight angle. It's into the net! Got some support. Ball to come into Pompey. Penalty area is a great one. And there's a free man and they've scored! Evans chips towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Hawkins down. A great save from McLaughlin. Ben Thompson in! Portsmouth have a third! All power from Ben Thompson!
As for the atmosphere, we'll let you be the judge of that one. When we asked for your favourite moment of 2018, there was one suggestion that cropped up again and again. A 2-1 win over the Sky Bet League One leaders on Easter Monday, which included the return of an old friend. Wigan Athletic visited Fratton Park led by the same man who had won the League Two title with Pompey the previous season and were fully expected to edge a step closer to the Championship on the day. However, Kenny Jackett's side, backed by one of the finest atmospheres at Fratton in many years, had other ideas.
Goes down in the penalty area, and there's a decision from the referee. He's barely given anything Pompey's way all afternoon, and Close has tripped in the box. Pittman for Pompey, no doubt there, dispatched into the bottom right-hand corner of Walton's net. Here's Thompson in a bit of space, chance to cross from the right, low ball across, Jamal Lowe on the spin, 2-0 to Portsmouth. Jamal Lowe, the promotion hero under Paul Cook at